Hello beautiful people, Carl here from Brrraaains Head-Banging Life, gbhblofficial for short. And it's horror movie review time. We're taking a look at a cult classic, one often considered one of the best werewolf-related horrors ever made. It is The Howling, a film that stands the test of time, not just because of its unique take on a werewolf, but because of its smart storytelling, strong acting, and satirical comedic edge. It is a great example of many talents coming together, believing in what they were creating, and working hard to make it remarkable. Directed and edited by Joe Dante, written by John Sayles and Terence H. Winkles, and based on the novel of the same name by Gary Brandner. The star of the film is the, always wonderful Dee Wallace. She plays Karen White, a news anchor in LA. We meet her as she has taken part in a police operation to capture a serial killer named Eddie, who is currently stalking her. She is to meet Eddie in a porno theatre, but the plan goes wrong. And while he is killed, Karen sees something about him that terrifies her to the point where she ends up with amnesia, unable to remember any of the events from the moment she went into the theatre. Her therapist, played by Patrick McNee, comes up with the idea of Karen taking some time away to relax with her husband, Bill, played by Christopher Stone, at a secluded resort in the countryside called The Colony. Yeah, that's not a worrisome name at all, is it? But it seems like a good idea, and the people within the isolated community seem nice, if not a little odd. So the hope is that Karen will heal and remember what she saw. The question is, will she actually want to, though?
A stranger
died in an attempted assault of KDHB anchorwoman Karen White.
There's this blood on me, and I can't imagine who it might have come from.
I'm going to recommend that you go out to the colony for a week or two.
Was here this morning.
God, look at the door.
It can change shape anytime it wants, day and night, whenever it takes a notion.
What about killing it with silver bullets?
Well, sure. Silver bullets are fire. It's the only way to get rid of the damn things.
I was looking for my wife.
Why?
It's not exactly a spoiler, I think, to reveal that the colony is a group made up of werewolves. That much is pretty obvious from the moment Karen and Bill arrive, plus the title of the movie and the fact that it is based around werewolves. No, the mystery parts of The Howling come from the how, why, when, what of it all. So many questions, in fact, that inevitably many are kind of left unanswered by the end. However, I don't think it matters, as the experience is still so satisfying, especially because of its wonderful practical effects. The Howling delivers thrills and chills from a classic monster movie perspective. But what really makes it stand out is how it infuses a fresh sense of sexiness to the werewolf genre. Sex plays a pivotal role in the story and how its characters interact, both from a reserved and a primal angle. It can be quite explicit. The opening might have some people clutching their pearls alone, but there's always a point to it. Simply put, The Howling makes the werewolf sexy, and not even An American Werewolf in London, the best werewolf movie ever in my opinion, managed that. Similar to An American Werewolf in London though, The Howling has a comedic tone, but it's not as obviously funny. Instead, it takes a more satirical stab at things, in particular poking fun at the media, lifestyle gurus, and the desensitization of people in the face of TV violence. It's hardly in your face, but it all plays perfectly into an ending that is, well, putting it simply, quite iconic. Of course, all of this matters because Joe Dante is an expert director and manages to make The Howling both of a time and timeless. It looks and feels so 80s, but it's as watchable now as it was back then. He also gets the best out of a strong cast overall, and he can tell everyone believed in what they were doing here, even if it probably seemed like nonsense at times. It's not just a great werewolf film, it's a great film overall. Its flaws, which are few but they are there, are more than passable. That's the thing in the face of such an exciting experience. It's a classic for all the right reasons and kickstarted a franchise that I'm looking forward to getting into in these reviews. But for now, this is The Howling, the very, very first one. You got any thoughts that you want to share? You know what to do? Let me know in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed what you've seen, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button. It does help us out. You can find us at gbhbl.com and across all social media platforms. And if you really want to give us a bit of extra support, please consider buying us a cup of coffee over on our coffee page. Thank you.